Mono Bug ended up winning a online tournament with over 100 players registered in, and we're going to be trying it out and seeing how well Cleaver, Lokix, Venonat can perform. This is a Mono Bug team that was able to win a tournament hosted by Alexis VGC, Francesco Pardini. We have a crazy composition where should I really begin? A lot of core composition I think comes from the Rabombi and the Volcarona. The combination with Rabombi being a really fast Pokemon in the format, one of the few fairy types out there, so Moonblast actually does a lot. Shield does is an incredible ability because it prevents secondary effects like the Covert Cloak does, so you can get a Tailwind up. Moonblast does some pretty solid damage, but the other tiers are a fast Sunny Day option as well as a fast Fake tier to partner up with this Terrifier Choice Specs Volcarona that can just blow up teams if they are not prepared. It does do a ton of damage next to Rabombi, and it's a pretty fast duo in this format. Base 100 speed on the Volcarona and a very fast Rabombi that can outspeed a majority of the format. So really strong pairing that can just destroy opponents if they are not aware. We have the Rockwanid. This is a water coverage mon, which is nice for a bug team. Again, mono bug, able to go for some pretty strong liquidations, leech life for recovery. Wide guard can be very useful, especially with a lot of spread moves out there like eruptions, like the expanding force and psychic terrain. So it's a mon that can be very nice, especially against the Torkoals, the Trick Rooms, and can do quite a bit of damage and provides the coverage with the water typing. We have the Cleaver with the sharpness that's able to hold that Assault Vest to help its special defense, increase it, and make it a bit of a Pokemon that can stick around and get that Stone Axe off. And that Stone Axe can be very nice, setting up the Stealth Rocks, chipping away the opponents, and of course, boosted power and the sharpness allows for the Cleaver to chip away opponents, Stone Axe, and Stealth Rocks, and that can be really important for breaking Sturdies and Focus Ashes around, which can be really nice. Gain that chip damage that's needed for the other Pokemon to take the knockouts. X-Scissor for a bit of a stronger hit, also boosted by sharpness. The Rock Blast to play around some Focus Ashes, and Aerial Ace, which not sure exactly why, but I guess it just hits the fighting types that Cleaver would struggle to hit with the rock and bug type moves that are resisted by fighting types. So I assume the Aerial Ace is for that specifically. We have the Lokix. I don't know how you pronounce this Pokemon, man. It has the tinted lens with the safety goggles and Stellar Terror to boost up its attacking power, because this Pokemon, it's fast. It's also one of the only dark bug type combinations in the game. It's actually the only one. So the reason why you have the Lokix is for the size spam mashup, being immune to the expanding force, because otherwise you do not have the greatest switch in. So you can threaten the Throw Chop, you can threaten the X-Scissor, you have safety goggles to help set up the Lokix in front of an Amoonguss Sword Stance, so you can actually do damage and then protect and preserve itself. The Venonat is interesting on this team, as you might be thinking, why is it not Venomoth? Well, the thing is, Venonat is one of the slower Pokemon in the game, base 45 speed. It's underspeeding quite a few Pokemon, including like Blood Moon or Ursaluna, so you can go for a slow compound Ice Sleep Powder against Trick Room teams if you are under the Trick Room. You can get that Rage Powder for the redirection. The Toxic can be nice to stall out Dundozo, which one of probably the few answers to Dundozo on this team if you can't break through a Dundozo with the Fake Tears Bug Buzz combination. And Morning Sun for recovery, and you also have Sunny Day, and this comes in the Trick Room matchup, so Torkoal might be a factor, so you do have that recovery. This is just a fascinating team. I have no idea how it's gonna go, but if you do want to check out the details of the team and the creator, they'll be linked in the description down below. All right, we have Ninetales Titan, Incineroar Rillaboom, Sneasler, and Ursaluna Blood Moon. Okay, so if we can get the sun up, that would be amazing. Cleaver is actually pretty good in this matchup. Stone Axe is pretty good just to be able to get those rocks, because they do have quite a few Pokemon that wouldn't appreciate it. I wonder if it's Grassy Seed on the Sneasler. That's a big question. I think Rabombi is really good. I think I do have to bring Rabombi. Rabombi is fantastic. I do want to bring a Cleaver. And then what do I want to partner with? Volcarona is really good against most of the teams. So I think I have to bring the Volcarona. Last Pokemon, I don't know if it's a Rockwanid, because I think a Rockwanid could be good. Liquidation, of course, really strong. Wide Guard. It's a switch into these Pokemon. I kind of want to bring Lokix though. Or Lokix, I don't know how you pronounce this mon, but I do think that it is pretty okay just because it's Let me see here. I don't think it's bad because the problem of a Rockwanid, it's really slow. And I mean really slow. I feel like Lokix just being faster is actually beneficial here. I think I'm going to try it. Let's see how this is going to go. This is going to be a strange one, but we'll find out because they do have the snow. They probably will. I mean, the thing is they can't get a Roarveil up safely because I do have Sunny Day on the Rabombi, so I can actually always deny the Roarveil from going up. The question is, does Ninetales go for an attack if it leads? So I'm going to be trying to lead Rabombi because one, we have Sunny Day. Two, the Tailwind's really nice. And Shield Dust is really great as an ability to prevent fake outs. We're going to see Titan and Incineroar versus my Rabombi and Cleaver. Okay. I don't think this is too bad. I think I probably always want to get a Tailwind up. And I kind of want to just go hard into Volcarona. They're going to fake out the Cleaver, right? So I think it's better to just go into Volcarona straight away because then I could set up for a Sunny Day Heat Wave and do a ton of damage to the Titan, which just could be a belly drum set, which is why I kind of want to make this maneuver here. Because unless they double up the Rabombi, I think I'm in a pretty good spot. Yep, they fake out the Cleaver to prevent Stone Axe. We are going to get the Tailwind up with Rabombi, so we have the speed advantage. Let's see what the... Yep, belly drum. Okay, I'm not too surprised here. They're not? Are they Citrus Berry? I have no clue. Doesn't seem like it, but all right. I think I'm going to go for Fake Tears into the Incineroar first. I'm going to go for Heat Wave. The reason I'm not going for a Sunny Day immediately is because there is a chance that Incineroar goes for a Flare Blitz. If Volcarona can survive one Flare Blitz without the Sunny Day going up, I think it's pretty valuable. So I think I will just go for the Fake Tears instead here to try and get as much damage as I can into Incineroar. I don't know if Moonblast was better, but Fake Tears also covers like any switching that they could really try to accomplish. Like, so I think that this is probably okay. We could see a Terra from the Titan, which we'll find out. I kind of wish I had priority. Yeah, we do see a Protect from the Titan, which is not too surprising. Okay, perfect. As we get a Fake Tears off into Incineroar. I just wonder what the Titan's ability is. I'm assuming it's Slush Rush, which would make this easier. I could have went for the Bug Buzz, I suppose. Bug Buzz might have been a better play here. But we do cover like any switches, really. Huge amount of damage to Incineroar. They do Flare Blitz, but it's a Rabombi slot. Okay. Huh. I'm okay with the Rabombi slot being targeted. Okay, that means Volcarona safety. Incineroar super weakened. I still think I go for the Fake Tears. Luckily, we don't have to worry about a burn from the Incineroar thanks to Shield Dust protecting us. With that Fake Tears, the Incineroar looks like it's in range of another Heat Wave. I think I just go for a Fake Tears in a Titan and I just go for another Heat Wave. Like, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to knock out Titan with the combination of Fake Tears and the Heat Wave, even if it's some kind of resisted Terra. As long as it's not Thick Fat for some reason, but you want to assume it's Slush Rush unless they're really mind gaming me? It does get access to Thick Fat, right? I think it does. It could be wrong because I haven't really looked into Titan in forever. What does it get? I know it gets Slush Rush, and I think it gets Sheer Force. We're going to see the Incineroar switch, which is perfectly fine. This is probably the Ninetales coming in. Yep, Ninetales. But this Volcarona is fast, so we should outspeed the Titan. Oh, they're Ice Sharding the Rabombi. Okay. Wait, but I get a double knockout with Heat Wave, assuming I connect. Please hit the Titan. Please hit the Titan. Okay. Missing the Ninetales is fine. Missing the Ninetales is fine. Just hitting this Titan was the big one because that was actually a really big threat. Okay, nice. We can go into Cleaver now and we can threaten a Stone Axe, which is incredible. And we can just throw off Heat Waves. Incineroar going to come in once again. I think I just target down the Incineroar slot, get my rocks up. So let's just go for the Stone Axe into Incineroar and the Heat Wave. Yeah, because I'm not too concerned about the Ninetales at the current moment. We're going to see a Terra come out from my opponent. This could be the Ninetales. Yeah, it's a Ninetales, so they're probably going for the Fake Out and the Cleaver. Yeah, Terra Water. Are you Terra Water, Terra Blast? I hope not. I hope this is just a Roarveil. They won't have the physical defense boost anymore. They Fake Out the Cleaver once again. Okay. Heat Wave should do an okay amount of damage. Yep, pretty still decent. I don't know if we knock out Incineroar though. Aurora is gonna go up. Okay. So they have stalled out my Tailwind because Tailwind should be expiring this turn. Yep. But that's completely fine. I'm still faster than all these Pokemon. I can go for a Stone X. I pretty much have the Incineroar slot kind of pinned. Ninetales isn't really known for its damage output. Maybe I should have went for another rock move just in case they have Disable, I suppose. Yeah, maybe I should have went for another rock move like Rock Blast to cover for a Disable from the Ninetales. If it does have Disable. But we'll see. If it has Disable, that's pretty problematic because I have to switch out like multiple Pokemon. Alright, Incineroar's gonna retreat, but with Stone Axe, does it survive a turn of rocks? Rillaboom coming in, okay, it has to be Disable, right? It has to be Disable into my Volk. There's no way. There's no way they don't have, oh no, they don't have it. Moonblast in the Cleaver, but Salva's coming in clutch. Special attack drop, I don't care about that. Heat Wave gonna come out into the Rillaboom. Look at how much damage that does. Please hit the Stone Axe. Please hit the Stone Axe. Nice. We hit the Stone Axe into Rillaboom, and that means the rocks are up, which means if Incineroar wants to come in, it is taking those rocks damage, and I think it goes down. It's like really close. They have Fake Out Pressure, but does it really matter? I think Lokix plus Volcarona should be. I think Volcarona probably wins the game now. I'm just going to go for an X-Scissor into the Rillaboom. I'm going to go for a Heat Wave once again, unless they have Disable, but I think if they had Disable, they wouldn't went for it the prior turns. I think I'm going to come out into the Cleaver. Surprised instead of Grassy Glide, because Grassy Glide plus Moonblast might have got to me, but I'm okay with that. Oh, they do have Disable. Huh. Surprised they waited till now to reveal it. Okay. Okay, we still have a game, I suppose. We still have a game. They should be doubling up my Lokix slot always, though. Or my Cleaver slot, as I'm switching my Volcarona out. I am faster than Rillaboom, so they do have to Grassy Glide here. I am going to go for a X-Scissor into the Rillaboom. I guess the only problem is that Ninetales actually makes the game. I'm surprised they haven't disabled like prior, but all right. We are going out into Lokix right here. Grassy Glide. Do I go down to the Moonblast? I do go down to the Moonblast. Okay. So that's acceptable. I'm pretty sure. I think we're okay. Snow wears off, but that's all right. So we saw Disable Moonblast. I don't think Moonblast knocks out Lokix. I don't think it does. But we get Volcarona in. Volcarona's still healthy. We have a Choice Specs Bug Buzz I can go for, and I'm actually going to go for a... I guess I Terra this, because I don't think I ever Terra to Volcarona. Do I Terra to Volcarona to Purifier? No, I can definitely use Terrafire on Volcarona as a defensive typing. I think I'm just going to go for an X-Scissor into the Ninetales slot. I go for Grassy Glide. This might be Grassy Glide Moonblast. I'm okay with this Pokemon going down here, as long as I KO the Ninetales. If I don't KO the Ninetales, I'm in a really bad spot. Let's see. Come on, Bug Buzz. Oh, I might have thrown by not protecting. Oh, I do get the KO. Crit. I don't know if it mattered. I think it might have, but I think I should have protected. I do think... Yeah, actually, looking back, I should have always protected. That was definitely a throw. Oh my goodness. Wait, hold on. Yeah, that was a bad play. Because they had a Roarveil, right? I think that crit might have mattered. I think I actually had a safe win, too, of just protecting the Lokix. The only play I was worried about is if they were going to sack Incineroar that slot. Trying to cover for the first impression that Lokix could have threatened, or a Sucker Punch into a Bug Buzz combo that would have knocked out the Ninetales. But I think I didn't have to worry about it too much. I think I should, yeah, I should have just protected. But this is probably still a win for me here. I go for a Bug Buzz into the Incineroar. They can have Fake Out, they could Wood Hammer, but it's just not doing any damage here. And yeah, that's gonna be forfeit. So one mistake, that was a huge mistake on the Lokix part. I think everything else was pretty well played for the most part. I mean, I also didn't miss a Heat Wave onto the Ninetales. A Heat Wave and the Ninetales would have guaranteed sealed the win, but I could have definitely have thrown that one by accident. Into the Armored Metagross, Ursaluna, Torkoal, and the what's that mon called? A Rangaroo. All right, so we have some threats. We do. I do really like So there's a few Pokemon I really like in this matchup. The main one is going to be the Volcarona. Volcarona is fantastic in this because it does put on a lot of offensive pressure against the psychic types. So Bug Buzz is pretty good. I do really like Cleaver because getting the rocks up is like really important for lowering the Torkoal's damage output. Rockman, it's really important for handling the Torkoal. And last Pokemon, I think it's Venonat, because Venonat's supposed to be here for the Trick Room matchup. So I do think I always bring Venonat here. And yeah, there's not really too much to say. Lokix could be brought because it is a switch into Expanding Force. Yet I don't know if it's incredible against this team, realistically, because I really like the Volcarona. I like the Cleaver. I guess I could like lead a Cleaver plus Lokix if I want to. But I don't really think it's necessary, at least in game one. At least in the game one situation, I feel like Cleaver Volcarona is just safer, right? Because Bug Buzz pressures to Indeedee. If it Terras, that's okay. I guess I should probably be worried more about Expanding Force. The only thing I'm really worried about is like if Indeedee decides, hey, I'm gonna go for a Terra, like survive the turn and click follow me. Because if they Terra to follow me, it actually becomes a bit awkward for me. Because the Torkoal becomes more problematic. Although I do have the Venonat that could Sleep Powder to Armorge because it can't Terra Grass anymore. So I guess it's not too bad of a trade-off, but it just depends on the lines here. We're going to see Metagross and Armorge. What are we going to see here? I'm going for a... I don't think I want to Terra anything. Please don't be weak armor things. Or are you Terra Ghost on the Armorage? Oh no, are you Terra Ghost on the Armorage? Or Explosion stuff? Actually, that's really unlikely, I think. I just want to go for an Overheat and a Metagross and a Stone Axe. It's not a bad play. If I'm gonna Overheat, I'm gonna Stone Axe. We're gonna see a Terra. Something's Terraing. I think this would probably be Armorage, but we'll see. No, it's a Metagross. It's Terra normal. Okay, is this Explosion? I did go for a Choice Specs Overheat. Should do a lot of damage. Oh, Bullet Punch. Huh. Doesn't KO Cleaver. Overheat gonna pick up the knock on the Metagross, I imagine. Yes, the Metagross goes down. Please land this Stone Axe. Please land this Stone Axe. Okay, so that's Terragon from my opponent. I think I would have probably preferred a Bug Buzz plus Stone Axe, but to Armorage. Okay, we do land, which is really crucial. It does hang on. Is it Focus Sash? It is Focus Sash. All right. We are able to get the Stone Axe up. Okay, or the Stuff Rocks up. Trick Room goes up. All right, so Cleaver doesn't take any damage, which is actually really nice. We are able to have an okay spot. It's not incredible, but it's all right. Terra-wise, it's probably... is it a Rockwanid? Ursaluna gonna come out? All right. I'm going straight on the offense. Rocks into Ursaluna. I'm going straight for the Overheat into Ursaluna, and I think I'm gonna go for a... It's so risky to click Stone Axe or Rock Blast into Armorage. I think it's probably an X Scissor moment, even if I risk the Torkoal coming in. I'm okay with just going for an Overheat in Ursaluna and get some big damage, because if they do get Sun Up with Torkoal, then I need the damage into the Ursaluna anyway. The problem's gonna be... Oh, Ursaluna retreats. Is this Torkoal? Indeedee. Okay. But they don't have their Flame Orb yet, which is really big. Did they just try to bait me into like attacking here because the Protect was a bit obvious? Expanding Force is going to come out. That shouldn't knock it out. Volcarona. Yeah, Volcarona is able to hang on. Cleaver goes down. I'm all right with that. I am able to get a Overheat off into the Indeedee for some pretty good damage. All right. The game is no... Okay, that explains a lot. That explains a lot. Ursaluna in. Oh boy, the fact that it's eject button Indeedee. Oh, geez, I do not have good switch-ins. I think I gotta go Venonat here. I gotta go Venonat because if I went a Rockwanid, I'm just in a really weird spot with Expanding Force. Let me see here. I would be faster in Armarouge with the Araquanid, but I don't know about the Ursaluna. I think the best place is sacrifice the Volcarona. I have no idea how much Facade will do. I have no idea how much Facade will do. They don't have Terra as an option anymore, which is the great thing. So I think my play is just to always Sleep Powder the Armarouge. I'm faster than the Ursaluna too. That's actually really good information. Okay. So we do get the Sleep Powder and Armarouge. That will buy us turns against the Armarouge. Facade into the Venonat. Okay, Venonat unfortunately did not take the Facade as I would have really liked it to. We know it's not weak armored, so I do need to make sure Rockwanid is around. Otherwise, I do lose the game. Overheat going to come out into Ursaluna. Not bad damage. Not incredible. It's just gonna come down to, do they think I'm Trick Room on this team? They could like protect the Ursaluna and put themselves in a really weird spot. I'm going for Overheat again. And I guess I'm gonna Liquidation the Ursaluna. Well, how many turns of Trick Room are left? There's 2, right? Yeah, there's 2. If they protect, I guess it's good to find out if they do have it, right? Actually, no, I think I should have attacked the Armarouge because there was a chance that there was an Entity play in the protect. We do protect our Araquanid. Okay, they did just go for Facade into Araquanid. All right. I mean, if we KO the Ursaluna, that'd be amazing. All right, here comes an Overheat. It's damage, but it's not enough. I think we go for another Overheat. The question is, I have to read of who's faster between Araquanid. If Araquanid's faster, I can just go for a Liquidation or Armarouge, pick up the knockout, and then Overheat would KO the Ursaluna and I win the game, right? I think it is probably worth it here. I'm going to go for Liquidation and I'm going to go for Overheat. The Ursaluna has to be min speed, which it should be, but I have no clue if it is. Also, like, they could try to reposition to get Entity in, and if they do try to get Entity in, they do lose to my Volcarona, I think, because I think Volcarona Overheat will pick up the knockout because of how low they are. Okay, Araquanid was faster than the Ursaluna. I do get to knock on the Armarouge. Overheat should pick up the knockout into the Ursaluna too, and then I should seal it here. Yeah, they go for Facade into Araquanid. Jeez, that's just always so strong. All right, I hit. I guess if Entity has Psychic, that's what we'll gamble on, and I'm okay with gambling on that one. Ursaluna goes down. It's down to Entity. It's a -6 Volcarona versus an Entity that has taken chip damage with the Overheat from before. Do you have Psychic? You took the Rock's damage, so the Overheat's more likely to KO. Please tell me. And we have to land. I think we KO. I just think we have to land. Especially with that Terrifier. Okay. Oh, man. This is definitely not as easy. I think I should have run Lokix because I could have definitely... Well, I mean, a Rocket was good, right? Because we actually undersped the Ursaluna. We got lucky that we did underspeed the Ursaluna there. Because if we didn't, we were in a lot of trouble. And I mean, a lot of trouble. But, oh, man. I mean, the first few turns did work out. I kind of forgot that my Cleaver was super low, so I actually did go down to the Expanding Force. The Eject button was definitely not what I was expecting. The Metagross, I guess, like, if I didn't have to worry about Explosion, doubling up the Armarouge is better. Because if I did click Bug Buzz plus Stone Axe there, they were in an awful position. So I think turn 1, doubling up the Armarouge was actually the safest play. I was just worried about, like, a random Protect Terra Normal Explosion right there. And that would have been pretty devastating, I think. So I think I had to get a mind game right. Ursaluna, Dondozo, Tatsugiri, Weezing, Glamora, and Garganical. Garganical is not a fun Pokemon for this team. I think it could be pretty easily understood why it's not great for this team. But yeah, I'm gonna probably just lead Ribombee plus Volcarona. How does this team beat Glimmora? Glimmora is so rough for a lot of what I have. I think I'm gonna do Ribombee plus Volcarona. I think it is probably strong here. You might be thinking I'm crazy, but I do think I'm actually gonna bring Venonat, and the reason I'm gonna bring Venonat is because it might be a Dozo answer with Toxic. It might be. I have no clue if it will, but I do think that's a chance. And then last Pokemon, it's either Rockrunnid or Cleaver. And that's the tricky part because I actually have no idea. Because Dondozo's weird, right? Because the only way you really beat Dondozo with this team is either outpower it with fake tier stuff with Volcarona, or you stall it with Venonat. I think I bring Cleaver. The problem is I want to Terra the Venonat in this game, so it absorbs any Dozo attacks and stalls it out. But I might need a Terra Water for the Cleaver so it can actually hang around on the field. This is going to be a rough game. I do think this is a very rough matchup. We'll see if we can try to play out of it. But this is Glimmora plus Garganical. Yeah, the double rock types, man. The double rock types. All right. Who do I need to target down? I need to get rid of both of them. Luckily, if the Volcarona only has... if the Glimmora only has Meteor Beam, it can only hit the Volcarona once. I'm going to go for a fake tears, and I'm going to go for the Bug Buzz combination and hope it knocks out Garganical. It's Scarf Mortal Spin. That makes it a lot easier. Please KO Garganical with fake tears Bug Buzz. Please KO, because I don't know if I KO this Mon otherwise. We do get the fake tears off. We do get the Bug Buzz into the Garganical. We get a crit. I don't know if it mattered. It depends on how the Garg was built, but that's an amazing turn one. That is an incredible turn one. Okay. What's next? Dozo? Should be Dondozo coming in. Oh, Tatsugiri. Wait, we know your Glimmora Scarf. Can't I just Moonblast Bug Buzz the Tatsu? It can protect, but like all the Glimmora can do really is just spam Mortal Spin. I'm going for the double up in the Tatsu. They could go Dozo for the switch in. Oh, they played aggressive with the Tatsu. That's crazy. I don't think you should ever risk the Tatsu like that. Here comes a Moonblast into the Tatsugiri's Focus Sash, but this is a fast Volcarona. Yeah, I get the KO into Tatsu. Wait, what are they doing? What are they doing? I felt like they had a really crazy good matchup. And they're throwing the lead. Oh my goodness. Now I don't think I have to worry about Dozo anymore. I think Venonat just wins. Like, actually. Because Mortal Spin does nothing to these Pokemon. Yeah, I think we just, Fake Tears Bug Buzz to Dozo. And what are they going to do to stop me? Okay, they have a Terra. Wait, if they're Terra Steel, this is kind of annoying. I didn't bring anything that breaks through Terra Steel Dozo. No, they Terra the Glim. What? Are they Terra Ice Terra Blast? But this doesn't matter. You're locked in a Mortal Spin. What are you doing? What are you doing? I didn't even get to show Venonat Toxic stalling a Dozo, which is what I was hoping for. Goodbye, Dozo. Does this team not have a bad Dozo match? There's no way. There's no way. No, I do think that my opponent just like did not expect the fake tears Bug Buzz to KO Garganical. Granted, it was a crit, but I don't know if it mattered. It's a strong attack. And it really depends on how the Garg was built, but... Am I just sweeping the game with Ribombee plus Volcarona? Also, why is it Terra Ice? Is it actually Terra Blast? Is your moveset like Terra Blast, Mortal Spin, Sludge Bomb, Earth Power? Because I wasn't sure if it was having a rock move. Because it wasn't guaranteed because they had a Garganical too. I have no idea what was up with that match. Pelipper, Arcaludon, Bloodmoon, Ursaluna, Amoonguss, Rillaboom, Dragonite. Okay, Rain. How am I playing against Rain with this team? I do have Sunny Day. Ribombee plus Volcarona is actually pretty dang good. Because against Double Fire, Manual Sun is actually pretty strong. There is a Dragonite though. Which means I probably want to bring the Cleaver. Cleaver's pretty decent. And you know what? Lokix is one of the faster Pokemon I have with the team. And I think it can put in work here. So that's the 4 we're going to try to break through. The only thing is I think I have to kind of get the lead right. I guess Dragonite is going to be weak to Moonblast from Ribombee, so I can pressure it that way. But if they lead Dragonite, I would have probably preferred leading Cleaver and going for the Stone Axe Dread at least to pressure. Because Volcarona is so important in this matchup. I definitely want it around. We'll find out what they decide to lead here, but I'm hoping that I can do a lot of damage with Volcarona. It's going to be Pelipper and Arcaludon. Okay, this is super ideal. This is super ideal. All right, I'm going for a Sunny Day Overheat combination, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Do I Terra Fire? Because I could save my Terra for others in the back. I also don't think I need the extra power. You know what? I'm just going to go for the Overheat. This is Choice Specs Overheat in the Sun. From a Volcarona. Let's see. Sunny Day going to come out. It's Scarf. Oh, thank goodness I survived. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Overheat. Come on. It's sturdy. Okay. All right, that's Power Herb, right? Please go into Volk. Please go into Volk. Volk would be ideal. Yeah, they went into Ribombee. Okay, they do have inaccuracies though. They do have some inaccuracies. Did I really want to risk that? Not really. But I'm just going to get my Tailwind set up, I suppose. And I do want to Overheat Threats into Arcaludon because I don't have a switch. Oh, why did it have to be... Sturdy makes sense. Why use Scarf Pelipper, man? At least it's only a 50% chance to hit in the sun. So they're going to retreat here. Perfect. I get the Tailwind up guaranteed. Even if I lose the Weather War, it's not too bad. They bring in Dragonite, assuming? Yeah. I don't know if Arcaludon protects or not. Okay, they protect. So this is pretty good because I do get the Tailwind up with the Ribombee. And getting Tailwind up is huge against this. Okay. Snapping out is pretty nice too. All right. Overheat attempt into the Arcaludon. This should always be Extreme Speed into... I would always Extreme Speed. I mean, it depends on who you really want to target. Do you want to target down the... I feel like you always Extreme Speed to Ribombee and then you switch out to Arcaludon. That's at least what I would think. I'm going to go into Cleaver on this slot, and I'm actually just going to threaten the Overheat attempt into the Arcaludon. I think Arcaludon retreats into Pelipper, and I think Extreme Speed goes down to Ribombee. Let's see if I'm right or wrong. The Overheat will put the Arcaludon in range of Stone Axe, or the Pelipper into range of Stone Axe guarantee, which is nice. The Dragonite's still a bit of a problem, but we'll see. Oh, they stayed in, which is perfect. Okay, so I take nothing from Extreme Speed. That's not Choice Banded for sure. I get the Overheat off into the Arcaludon, so Arcaludon's eliminated. Okay, that's pretty nice. That is pretty nice. Game of Arcaludon is solid. And I mean solid. And now we're going to see who's coming out for my opponent. I'd imagine this is Pelipper. What is this Dragonite set, though? It's Ursaluna coming in. All right, the question is, do I want to sack the Volcarona? I think I do, right? I think I'd rather just go for... I could Rock Blast if I think this multi-scale Dragonite. But Stone Axe is nice for the Pelipper damage, so I think I am going to just Stone Axe, and I'm going to just fire off another Overheat into Dragonite as well, I think. It's Protect Dragonite? Alright, was not expecting that one. Go for the Overheat, fails. I didn't think it would be Protect. I thought if it was like not banned, I thought it would be Assault Vest on this team. That hurts a lot. But they Hyper Voice. Okay, that's not awful. Granted, this is not... Actually, this is really not good. Because I don't have a good way to break through Ursaluna. I guess I'm going to Lokix here. This is really, really bad. I do want to Stone Axe the Dragonite. I do have to get rid of the Dragonite. Do I just have to hope that I KO the Dragonite? I do not think I knock out the Ursaluna. I could go for Throat Chop, though. I think I will Throat Chop. I don't think there's a point of tearing because I don't think... I could go for a Terra Crit, I suppose. I don't even know if that knocks out Ursaluna. Ursaluna is really bulky. This prevents a Hyper Voice, though, if they attempt a Hyper Voice. They protect the Ursaluna. All right, what are they doing with the Dragonite? I could double the Dragonite, which is kind of sad, because that would have been nice. But I wasn't sure if they're going to play passive here or not. All right, Stone Axe into Dragonite. Yeah, I could have got a double knockout, or a double up into Dragonite knockout. What are you going for? Scale Shot. Ooh, that's a big miss. That's a huge miss. That's a huge miss. Okay, that is really nice, actually. Okay. We're still in the game. We're still in the game. I can go for an X Scissor into the Blood Moon. Do I double up the Blood Moon? I feel like it might be my best play. I don't know if the Dragonite protects or attacks again. I think I go for a Stellar Terra. I think I got a gamble on Dragonite Protector or not. I feel like they shouldn't. I feel like they should go all in. But I will go for the Terra Throat Chop plus a X Scissor. Because I'm weak against Hurricane and Weather Ball. Well, I guess like I could have tried to be immune to the Weather Ball combination. We'll see though. I think I just got to bank on Dragonite protecting this turn. Okay, they did it. So Throat Chop. That did no damage. They're faster. They get the Scale Shot off. Are they just loaded dice? Yeah, I guess it's just loaded dice. Man, that was kind of sad, actually. What was that damage on Throat Chop, man? That's Terrace. That's Stellar Terra Throat Chop. I was expecting half at least. Okay, no, probably like I was thinking it was half. Like I thought Throat Chop it would have done half. It's over. Verbame comes in, but I can't do anything. Man, it being sturdy screwed up so much on the Arcalon because I was playing like it was just Assault Vest on the Arcalon, and then because it wasn't Assault Vest I assumed a Dragonite and then I got it wrong. There was only one turn where they gave me an opportunity. That was doubling up the Dragonite slot on the turn they protected Blood Moon. I wasn't sure Blood Moon was gonna protect because I guess they were afraid of fighting move from Cleaver and maybe a double up knocking out. So I guess maybe I could have went for it. I mean, stalling out the tail in turn makes sense. I just didn't think Blood Moon was going to be in the position. So I thought they didn't want to give me a chance to KO the Dragonite. So I either should have Rock Blast, because Rock Blast could have just one-shot the D-Knight if I got the lucky rolls, or I needed to double up the Dragonite on that one turn. But oof, that was rough. Pelipper, Arcalodon, Dragonite once again with both Corona, King Gambit, and Mungus. What kind of raise do I want to make? Do I want to... Well, I'm hoping... I hope Scarf Pelipper is not like a new meta thing. I really hope it's not. I think I'm going to bank on just being able to get this Sunny Day combination. So I'm hoping this will be the case. The question is, am I bringing the Lokix now? Because that Pokemon was really not good. It was really not good. But I don't know. I need something fast. Like a Rockman just doesn't do enough, I think, against this team. So I think I will bring it anyway. It's just rough, man. Like, sure, Lokix, it's harder to switch in against it, or like it's harder to like actually switch into it because there's not anything that can resist because of Tinted Lens. But if you don't have a Swords Dance up, it's not really doing any incredible damage, which I was really hoping for. But yeah, I do think that we could probably break through. It really just depends. I will gamble. That's the problem. The finding the Archaludon set is pretty huge, whether it's sturdy or if it is the just a standard set is a pretty big one. Let's figure out what they lead here. Gonna be King Gambit or Caledon. Oh, that's amazing for me, actually. That's amazing for me. Okay. So unless the King Gambit has a defensive Terra here, Sunny Day plus Heat Wave is pretty safe. I don't think I want a Terra because yeah, I don't want a Terra yet. I'm just gonna go for Sunny Day Heat Wave. They have no switch-ins really because of the Sunny Day, just amplifying that power. Like it'll do a lot to Dragonite and Pelipper if they're in the back. I would be surprised if it's not anything but Pelipper and Dragonite in the back. King Gambit could protect. It depends on the set on the Archaludon. Are you sturdy or are you Assault Vest? Because if you're sturdy once again, then I have a Moonblast I can go for the next turn onto the slot. We're gonna see a Terra immediately. All right, so we get to find out if it's King Gambit or if it's Archaludon. It's King Gambit, so Terra Fire. Oh wait, Terra Dark. Is this Sucker Punch? If you are Choice Band, I'll be super sad. They protect Archaludon. Interesting. Okay. Sunny Day will go up. They didn't Sucker Punch. Heat Wave. Please. Okay. A good amount of damage to King Gambit. Oh, very nice Heat Wave burn. Very nice Heat Wave burn. And Kowtow into Volcarona. Okay, that would have probably picked up the knockout. Yeah, it would have picked up the knockout without the burn. It would have been a free switch. But yeah, it's sturdy on the Archaludon. I guess I just Moonblast the Archaludon. What am I doing for you? Volcarona is still useful to have in the back, I suppose. Actually, is it? It's really only for these Pokemon. Like, if Sucker Punch is a roll, then I'd rather go for it, right? Yeah, I'm just going to go for it. They go for the Sucker Punch. We'll see if they pick up the knockout. It looks close. Okay, they do. Which is acceptable. The Volcarona goes down. I also didn't want like them to Sucker Punch the Ribombee. So here comes a Moonblast into the Archaludon. Really good damage. And Flash Cannon going to come out into the Ribombee. All right. Because of the burn, I could probably play this in a specific way. I am going to bring out the Lokix. And I'm going to go for a Sword Stance and Tailwind, I think. Because I want to set up for my Pokemon in the back. I'm going to Sword Stance here. And it depends on if Archaludon attacks. It might go for an attack because it's probably Sucker Punch into Ribombee. I'd say you double the Ribombee with Sucker Punch Flash Cannon potentially. But you might also like Sucker Punch Ribombee, go for Draco Meteor. So this is a bit of a mind game. If they get it right, if they expect me to go for the Tailwind or anything else, it gets a bit awkward. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping Lokix can redeem itself this time. I'd also really like to get the rocks up before Pelipper comes in if I can. Oh, that's amazing. They don't know what I'm going for. Nice. Oh, that's great for me. That's great for me. Because I get the Tailwind up with a Ribombee. Huge. Huge. So I do get the Swords Dance. If Lokix is going to go in. Lokix is finally going to go in. King Gambit does take the turn, which is all right. I'm actually going to hard switch into Cleaver. You might be thinking, why am I going to hard switch to Cleaver? I think it makes the most sense, and I'm going to go for a Throat Chop into Arcalon, which if this doesn't knock out, like, there's no hope for this mon. But I want to have pressure against the Dragonite Pelipper when they come in, because I actually need to, like, force Terras, or I'm in a lot of trouble. Having Rabombi around is also pretty nice, because it's another target that Dragonite has to pick on extreme speeding since I'm faster. I could see this being Sucker Punch into a Lokix or Kowtow here, which is okay. Alright, they went aggressive. Alright, so I do get rid of the Arcalon. What did they do with the King Gambit? Low kick. Well, on the bright side, at least this thing is pretty light. Alright, King Gambit goes down. Nice. Gonna come down to Dragonite and Pelipper, I imagine. Dragonite is in. Could be Pelipper. Oh, it's a Mungus. No, Pelipper makes this easier, probably. Okay. I think it does. Well, I never tear a Cleaver, so I guess I'm gonna tear the Lokix. Are they gonna lock in extreme speed is the question. They have to be choice band, and if they lock in a choice band extreme speed, then there is like a lot less pressure on my Lokix. Aerial Ace, what is 120 base power? X's is the same. So I should always go for X-Scissor anyway into the Amoonguss, and I guess I'm gonna go for, I think it's just Stellar Terra, go for a Throat Chop into Amoonguss. The reason I'm gonna go for the Terra of Lokix is because, like, I think I want to keep the rock typing so I don't get swept by extreme speed. And like, if I can KO the Amoonguss in one shot or this turn, it's incredible for me, so I'm gonna risk it. They go for extreme speed. They don't Terra. Lokix takes it. Here's a Throat Chop. Redemption into Amoonguss would be really nice. Wow, that's really sad. That is really sad damage. I'm sorry, but this damage has just not been it. Here comes the next Scissor. Doesn't pick up the knockout. Spore into Cleaver. Okay. Did I ever reveal Protect? I don't target Dragonite because they can Pollen Puff. That's why. I didn't expect them not to Terra though. Oh, they Terra'd the King Gambit, right? They did Terra the King Gambit, so I was safe anyway. Alright, depends on the moveset of the Amoonguss, I suppose. But we go for Aerial Ace, I guess, in case... and protect the Lokix, I guess, this turn. They had to get every extreme speed mind game, right? They don't know if I have Protect or not either on the Lokix, so they might go on the aggressive here. Yeah, perfect. They go for extreme speed. That's one extreme speed I redirected from Cleaver, which means less damage I'm taking. Nice. Cleaver will stay asleep. Pollen Puff. We have an Assault Vest, so we should take it okay. Yeah. I would really like to wake up, though, at some point, because this is going to be really important. Aerial Ace. I think we sack Rabombi here. Because I don't need to boost the Cleaver to win. I need a slot that redirects attacks from the Cleaver in order to win the game. So I'm sacking Rabombi because I can play a Protect Mind game the next turn against my opponent. You go for extreme speed, knock out the Rabombi. All right. And this is Pollen Puff again. Or they Spore. It should be Pollen Puff again, though. Yeah, because I think they have to hope that Cleaver stays asleep. All right, I think I'm going to start gambling now. The question is, are you going to extreme speed the Lokix this turn or not? I'm going for a... I think I'll play aggressive. I think I'm going to go for Rock Blast into Amoonguss as well as a Throat Chop. Yeah. Yep, they expected to... Good, they expected me to protect the Lokix. So I do get the Throat Chop. That's why the value of like sacking Rabombi, because that Pokemon does not have Protect, was worth it. And we wake up. Hit the Rock Blast. Nice. Okay. Is that multi-scale? Yeah, that's multi-scale Dragonite. All right, I think I should have this sealed. I think if I Aerial Ace plus X Scissor, I win. I want to see the Tinted Lens in action. Extreme Speed and the Lokix. That's fine. Because they're hoping for the miss. I don't think Aerial Ace picks up the knockout, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't think Extreme Speed crit gets me either. I think it's close, but I don't think it does. I do get... Well, I get the crit on Dragonite, so... Oh my goodness. Alright, I think after this battle, I can confirm... Lokix is not it, man. Use any other bug type. I guess like if you're making a mono bug team, you need an answer for size spam, and it might be one of the only dark bugs if I'm not mistaken. So I guess it's really only for that matchup. Otherwise, just leave it at home, man. Just leave it at home. Incineroar, Amoonguss, Basculegion, Pelipper, Archaludon, King Gambit. All right, so our first rain team without a Dragonite is very, well, it's much easier, but it's not anywhere near as easy because they still have Basculegion. That's actually super threatening here. Okay. Lead wise. Rockman's not bad offensively against this team, but there is a Mon that is speaking to me right now. I want to lead Ribombee and I want to lead Venonat. And you might be thinking, what the heck lead is this? I'm worried about Basculegion lead because I don't exactly have a safe switch in other than forcing a Terra immediately. And I don't know if I want the Terra like forced because it just makes it a lot harder. So I think I'm going to go with this combination and just see how it plays out. Because if I have to sack Venonat, it's not too bad because I can go for like, I threaten the Sleep Powder Compound Eyes, I threaten the Tailwind, I threaten quite a lot. So we'll see, because I can't lead Volcarona into this because I just get obliterated if they lead Basculegion. So that's why I can't lead it. So I have to figure something else. Yeah, like Pelipper Basculegion, I cannot risk the Wave Crash destroying me right off the bat. So gotta lead something else here. Do I Terra Venonat so it survives a wave crash so Ribombee's sash doesn't get broken so I can go for the heat waves afterward? Like Sunny Day. It might be a play here. Like it actually might be a play. You know what? I'm gonna go for Sunny Day. Let's Terra and Sleep Powder the Pelipper. That ever worth it? It might be because they might double up the Ribombee. We see a Terra come out from my opponent immediately. Basculegion, Terra Water? Sure. I don't mind that. I do not mind that. Okay. So they can't Terra Grass anything to be immune to the Venonat, which is nice. Are they just thinking that like the Wave Crash needs to do as much damage to the Venonat as possible? But yeah, we go for the Terra Grass here. I don't outspeed Pelipper, I think, if I Tailwind. So yeah, I just go for Sunny Day. Let's see. I'm hoping that this go... Oh, flip turn. Into Ribombee. I'm surprised they Terra Watered in order to accomplish that, but that's fine. All right. I guess also I didn't account for the play. If I dodge Hurricane with Ribombee, this is a weird spot, I suppose. But I guess it's not awful. Archaludon comes in. That's not too surprising. I guess Sunny Day up. I guess Sleep Powder into the Pelipper. Assuming Venonat survives the turn, we'll find out. Yeah, they Hurricaned, and I actually dodge. Ribombee going down would have not been terrible, actually, though. We do get the Sleep Powder off in the Pelipper. So it becomes weird now because I actually would have liked the sack there, but it's all right. I'm going to Volcarona, I suppose. And I'm going to Sleep Powder the Archaludon. It just should be Flash Cannon. I could also Sleep Powder the Pelipper, which I think always switches out anyway. I think I Sleep Powder the Pelipper slot. Because I think Pelipper goes out in like the Basculegion. Archaludon, if it's sturdy, could have Protect, which is why I'm playing around it to see. Also, just if they do attack, it's probably Flash Cannon. Oh, they switch out our Caledon into a Mungus. Okay. At least how many Pelipper switching out here into Basque. Ah, stayed in. Okay, but that's fine. Now I threaten Heat Wave, and Choice X Heat Wave threatens a lot of damage. And I'll easily go for a Heat Wave here, and I'm going to Sleep Powder the Amoonguss to cover for a Terra. If they protect, it's fine because Pelipper needs a 2-turn wake here. So it's not an awful position. Amoonguss is going to protect. Heat Wave is going to do a lot. Heat Wave. All right. Good damage into Pelipper. Pelipper stays asleep. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. And Sleep Powder into the Amoonguss. All right, so this is going really nicely. We're going to go for a Heat Wave, and we're going to go for a Sleep Powder into Pelipper. The reason we're going to Sleep Powder to Pelipper is A, Pelipper can switch out now, and B, there could be a Wide Guard attempt. We're going to switch out to Pelipper. Nice. Into our Caledon. Did Amoonguss Terra? I really wish I Sleep Powder Amoonguss, but this is still okay. Oh, they went for a double and got it. Nice. Nice. Heat Wave into the Arcaladon. Huge damage. Stamina. Okay, so it's not sturdy, but we could tell based on the damage that's Assault Vest. Sleep Powder into Arcaladon. I'm insane. I can go for a Heat Wave Sleep Powder, pin the Amoonguss slot now. Oh, incredible. If they sack Pelipper, this is fine. They could sack Pelipper for the Arcaladon, so Amoonguss survives without having the Terra. But yeah, I just go for a Sleep Powder attempt into the Amoonguss because they lose Pelipper that way. And even if I take a sleep turn with Volk, it's not awful. Okay. Really, really nice so far. Really, really nice. It should be, I think, Arcaladon switches out into Pelipper, but we'll see. Oh, they don't. Oh, give me the double knockout, baby. That's a double knockout. That's incredible. Okay. Arcaladon goes down. And now I think we go for Rage Powder with our Venonat. And we go for Heat Wave. Sun fades, but Rain was going to be reset here anyway. Okay, Pelipper in. I guess the question is, does Pelipper have Wide Guard? Because if Pelipper has Wide Guard, we're at a standstill at the moment. Because A, there's a 50-50 chance Pelipper wakes up. It's taken 2 turns so far. B, I have to hit the Heat Wave. And C, there is the Basculegion, which does have that Wave Crash, which I don't think knocks out the Venonat, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going for Rage Powder, we're going for Heat Wave, and hopefully just knock out the Pelipper here. Please. Please. I'd really love to knock out the Pelipper here. Okay, I don't think they Wide Guard it, so I do get the Rage Powder. You don't have a spread move, right? They go for Last Respect. They actually lock into Last Respect. That did a lot. That did do a lot. Okay, we hit. Ooh, boy. Okay. So they do have max power, though, which is the only thing that makes this a bit weird. I could still lose to the Cleaver. Or to the Basque. I'm going to go Cleaver. I'm hard switching to Volk so I can reset the move. Going to go into Rabombi. Ah, I might lose this, actually. I might lose this because I don't have any protects. Cleaver actually ended up being the worst Mon choice here. But then again, if I had a Rockrunnit, well, a Rockrunnit had protect. A Lokix had protect too. Unironically, we will go for an X-Scissor attempting to Basque. If they target Volk, they lose the game automatically, but they should already know I'm choice specs, so they're probably going to target down to Cleaver. Does Cleaver survive the Last Respect? That is boosted. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. I might have lost this. I might have lost this. As much as Venonat like went crazy, the fact that like Last Respect Basculegion is cleaning my end game is yeah, I just yeah. I guess the play was to switch out to Volcarona the turn before, or to turn a Heat Wave and hope Pelipper stayed asleep. I did not think we were going to go down to 1 Last Respect with this guy. I was really hoping. Well, I guess it's Choice Band. It has to be Choice Band Basculegion. Do I have an out? I mean, we go for Bug Buzz here. They're going to tard to Volk. Can't really do anything about it. Wait, they tarded down to Rabombi. Choice Specs Bug Buzz, go! Please KO the Bask. Please KO the Bask. Yes. I think they were just trying to figure out if I had any forms of protect. Actually, I don't even really know because I feel like Rabombi was the one that just couldn't touch the Bask. But okay. Yeah. I think I made a lot of the right plays too. I just had the wrong Cleaver back. I guess Cleaver was just not the mon to bring. I guess I should have brought anything that had Protect, because if I had Protect, I could stall out the Last Respects. But yeah. Oh my goodness. All right, let's go over to games. In game 1, Belly Drums to Titan, but didn't have an even HP stat if it had Citrus Berry or health recovery. So Volcarona was able to brute force under Tailwind. Only mistake was not protecting the Lokix, since the double up was a bit obvious, and Bug Buzz not knocking out the Ninetales could have made for a bad disable endgame where I would lose. In game 2, just keep on overheating with Volcarona. The eject button NDD made it really difficult, as Ursaluna was able to come in for free and get the Flame Orb, but Araquanid was thankfully able to underspeed the Ursaluna and knock out the Armorer, so Volcarona could clean up the remaining. In game 3, I have no idea what happened, but was able to blow up the Garganical, then the Tatsugiri, and then the Dondozo, while the Glamora wasn't the only thing that was spinning out of control for my opponent. In game 4, Sturdy on our Caledon was rough, since I was really hoping to get the knockout with Overheat alongside doubling into an unexpected Dragonite Protect, because I failed to get knockouts and would have had to get the double onto the Dragonite on the Ursaluna Protect for a chance. In game 5, got very good luck with the immediate burn on the Kingambit, but not getting the Amoonguss knockout on the double up was rough. I also should have probably switched out on the Sucker Punch, since the Sucker Punch was a bit obvious and could have preserved the Volcarona, but was able to get the Extreme Speed Mind Games right to make up for it and clinch the victory. In game 6, the Venonat went crazy in this battle alongside the Sleep Powder reads. I guess it wasn't necessary for me to Terra Grass, but I was really expecting like maybe a target into the Venonat, and I really wanted to cover it. But Basculegion was really tough with the Choice Band in the end game with the Last Respects. Might have needed to switch out to Volcarona earlier and hoped Pelipper stay asleep, but my opponent got the target wrong on the last turn for me to steal the victory. I think Regulation H just has some really interesting team building compositions that you can make because of how many Pokemon are viable in this format, and there are a lot of cool tricks on this team. I think Rabombi is actually like really good, like in general. We saw it get rank 1 on a team earlier, and I think it has a lot of potential. I know I've seen a lot of high-ranked Japanese players using Rabombi on the ladder recently, so I think it has a lot of great potential. With the shield dust, especially the fairy coverage, it's really nice. I think Volcarona, it will do a lot. That Choice Specs is a different set than the Quiverdance, but the immediate offense was incredible, especially with paired with Rabombi's Fake Tears and Sunny Day. The Cleaver, it was okay. The Lokix, I would never use this Pokemon again, man, but it does make sense. I do think otherwise Size Spam can be really rough because, yeah, you don't have the best switch into Expanding Force, but man, is this Pokemon not great otherwise. Venonat was cool. I was really hoping it could tank attacks. Like, I guess it is still really rough for its stats to be able to tank a Last Respects from a Choice Banded Basculegion, even if it was only 2 powered ups or 2 knockouts powered up, so it was 150 instead of the 200 full power, but still. And then Fasal from Ursaluna. Granted, I thought like Fasal was gained a knockout because Ursaluna is insane with the flame orb and guts, and the Rockman was okay, but overall really cool team. If you do want to try out, the rental code is on the screen. Try it out while you can. Hopefully it's still available by the time the video is out. You can check out the details of the team in the creator down below in the description, and of course subscribe to the channel for more VGC content as always.